we move to this next commandment, the 8th commandment. You shall not lie, not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Actually, in the picture, we have this terrible punishment that was given by God Himself to these people who tried to lie to Saint Peter. How Ananias and Sapphira were condemned, actually, to death by God because of lying. Okay, usually lying is not a mortal sin when we don't harm seriously our neighbor. But in this case, God took it very seriously and made an example. Now, let us speak about this, what is this commandment about. We are commanded to speak the truth in all things, but especially in what concerns the good name and honor of other people. Now, let us try to understand what is truth. First of all, there is a virtue of veracity. The virtue of veracity is when you express what is in your mind. When you are one in your mind and one in appearance, in words, in action. When you are simple, you express what you are, you say what you think, frankly, plainly. There is a unity between what you know, what you are, what you think, and what you say, what you manifest. This is virtue of veracity that makes you someone truthful, make you a trusted person, because actually there is no two people in you, there is no a reality and what you express that is different, but you are one. It's important to understand this virtue of veracity, to understand what is also the problem of lying. Because lying will be now to speak against your mind, actually. And now we have a duplicity. And duplicity has never been a quality. It is of course, something bad. We'll see that. God Himself is truth. He is the God of truth. He is the truth. And we respect the truth also because we respect God. Jesus said, I am the truth. I am the way and the truth and the life. You shall not lie. And actually, to say the truth is somehow to confess God, because God is the truth. To lie is always a sin because it's contrary to the nature of God. We are not the children of God when we say what is wrong. The lover of truth is like God and well-pleasing to him. The lover of truth is also held in esteem by his fellow men, who know that they can trust him, for in him, as in Nathanael, is no guile. And even if we suffer from telling the truth, we shall be saved trouble and shall possess a clear conscience. It's very important to say the truth, never to lie. It's very important for so many reasons. First of all, it's a sin. We displease God, who hates this duplicity. God loves simplicity. When we lie, we destroy the social life, because the society is based on trust. Imagine a family where you cannot trust each other. It's not a good family. Trust is a necessity to live in a good society. Imagine a family where you have to lock your room because you feel someone could maybe steal your cell phone or your laptop. And someone from your house, from your family, could steal you. This is not a good family. You can see that trust is essential to live in peace, to live in friendship. And of course, to lie is a destruction of trust, because you are someone who is not trustable. You are someone who is a failure in society. You say something and you don't do it. You say something and it is wrong. It means you are an element of weakness in the society. You are not someone we can trust because you lie. And you know, a society is like a complex mechanic, like a car. You need every part of the car to be trustable. Because if you don't trust a certain part of your engine, a certain part of the car is not secure. You cannot trust this car. And maybe it can fail along the way. It's exactly the same for the society. We have a need for trust. And now we have a need for truth. Because if we cannot trust each other, we are a weak society. We are a very weak society with many gaps. And even as this social aspect is very important. You know, some countries that are very, very developed, like Japan, like Germany, these countries have a very good reputation. In this country, you can trust. You can trust because if you have an appointment at 9, people will come at 9. Or 8:50, they will be here. And this element of trust is essential for the society to run. But if you say, oh, I will come tomorrow, and tomorrow you don't come, yeah, I will do that for you, no problem, and you don't do it, you become a weak point in the society. You destroy trust. And you prevent the society actually to run. Imagine a family like that. A family where you cannot trust each other. You are never sure they will do what they have said. Or when they tell you something, you even don't know if it's true or not true. But just imagine the opposite. Imagine a person that for you is 100% trustable. This person for you is a rock in your life. This person is for you something extremely strong. You can rely on it. You can build on trust. Because this person cannot lie. I remember one day a child came, actually even twice in the same day, to tell me, Father, I am sorry, I have broken something. And he came again. He's a very good child. And I told him a few days after, this day you did something extremely good for you. Because the kind of trust you are building on your person, when you are able to come and confess your fault, accuse yourself, and say, Father, I have done something wrong. He could have said nothing. I will never have known who did it. He could very easily have kept quiet. But this boy came and told me, Father, I am sorry, I have broken that. And he came back a few hours after, oh Father, I am sorry, I have also broken that. What he did, coming twice like that, is wonderful for him. It's absolutely wonderful. Because he has grown in our love. We trust him even more now. He has built something extremely good about himself. He has built a good reputation of someone who cannot lie. He cannot hide even something. Someone who can be trusted 100%. And this is how you build a good reputation. And I told him, if people knew the benefits of that, they could even accuse themselves of wrong things, just for the sake of building such a good reputation, actually. Okay? And you can see how a society is based on trust. And someone who is lying is destroying himself. He is seen as someone, this person I cannot trust. And when someone says that about you, you have lost. You have lost your reputation. You are someone I cannot trust. Someone people cannot trust. Out of experience. Because you say something and you don't do it. Or you say something and it's not true. And even at another level, if you are able to lie, most of the time you are someone who knows that you don't take responsibility for what you do. You are not a responsible person. Because most of the people who are lying to avoid a consequence of their mistake. And someone who is trying to avoid the consequence of his mistake is not a responsible person. He doesn't take responsibility for what he does. And it means he's not a trustable person, he's not a responsible person. And the worst of all, he knows it. He knows himself that he cannot trust himself. That he is not responsible and he has to lie in order to hide his lack of responsibility. It means someone who is lying cannot even trust himself. Doesn't believe that he is responsible for what he does. I think it's important to state on that and to understand that, because our society is damaged. Is damaged by this kind of behavior that are so common. But it's not innocent. It has a great effect even on the growth of the country. You can have no growth if you cannot trust each other. And as long as we keep lying, we develop a culture of we cannot trust each other, we cannot build something serious, because we never know what will happen. And you know, when you say the truth, you respect the person and you respect yourself. You respect the person because this person is able to be told the truth, to hear the truth. When you lie to someone, somehow you despise this person. You cheat this person. It's not respectful to lie to someone. But also, yourself, you know you are a liar, you don't respect yourself also. And we should never lie. Never, never lie. Maybe you are not obliged to say everything we think. We have to be prudent. We can keep quiet. But if someone is asking you, do you know where is this person? And you don't want to answer, you can decide to lie and say, I don't know. But you know. It's better to be frank and to say, I know where is this person, but I don't feel that I want to tell you for this reason. Or I have a reason, I don't want to tell you. You are totally frank. And that is much better. You respect yourself, you say the truth, you respect the other person, she knows. Yeah, I know where he is, but I think he doesn't want me to tell it, or it's better I don't tell it, or I will not tell you. You know, you avoid lying, you say the truth. And you are someone respectable, and you are aligned with yourself. It means what you think, you say it. What is true, you express it. And you never express something that is not true. It's a bold attitude, actually, but it's good to be bold. It's good to be frank. It's good just to say the truth plainly. And you build a very good attitude. And a very good reputation also. Imagine you are late, going to a meeting. Actually, it happened to me one day. I had an important meeting with two other persons. I was with a superior. We were meeting another person who had to come. This person came very late. When this person arrived, it was just here. He said, Father, I'm sorry I am late. I was on the sofa and I fell asleep. And I just woke up now and I have rushed to come. This man has not tried to cook a story. He has said the truth. Even if the truth was not so good for him, he told me, Father, I'm sorry, I just fell asleep. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. It's not a cooked story. It's a plain truth. What do you learn from that? You learn, or you have two consequences. Yeah, you say, this man I can trust. Because this man is not trying to lie to me. But when someone comes with some story of traffic, what do you know? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's a story. Maybe he just went late, you know? But if someone comes and tells you, Father, I am sorry, I am late. It's my fault, I have not organized myself. I just left too late from my house. I'm sorry for that. What you build is much more interesting than if you lie. Because you build someone, maybe you can do a mistake. This person, yes, can be late because everybody can be late. But this person cannot lie. And it's much better to trust someone who can sometimes be late than to have someone who is lying to you. And if people could just do that, you go to work, you are late, your boss is calling you, and you say, I am sorry, I am late, it's my fault. You respect yourself. You take responsibility. You are responsible. I can trust you. But if someone is lying, even if he's on time, you cannot trust him. Let us build this good reputation. Also, something that can help us to build this good reputation is to think about the martyrs. The martyrs are people who have died rather than to lie, exactly. Because they could have lied, and they could have saved their life with a lie. They could have said, yes, I deny God, but they don't think what they say. It's just a word. It's just an action. And sometimes they were told, but you don't need to deny God in your heart. You don't need to just sign this paper. That's all. And you don't need to renounce God in your heart. You can keep loving your God. Don't mind. Just sign. No. They died. And they died in big suffering, in persecution, in tortures, because they could not lie. You can see the martyr is a witness of the truth. He is able to die for the truth. And when we lie, we dishonor the truth. We build a very bad reputation, and actually, somehow we deny God, because God is the truth. And when we lie, we deny God. Now, let us be bold. If we don't want to answer a question, say, I don't want to answer this question, but don't lie. Just say the truth. If you are late, I'm sorry, I woke up late. Please forgive me. You take responsibility. You are a trustable person. We can build something because I can trust you. But if you lie, I cannot trust you. We can build nothing together. You can imagine what is the effect of a lie in a family. If you lie to your spouse, you destroy trust. But if you confess your weakness, you build trust. There is also another aspect, is detraction. God forbids us to detract in any way from our neighbor's honor or reputation. It is our good reputation that keeps us well thought of and well spoken of among our fellow men. A good name is better than great riches, and good favor is above silver and gold. The esteem of others is essential to real happiness. Those who know they are despised by their fellow men are not likely to be happy in this life. One who brings another into disrepute is a thief, stealing a good name. Now we have to understand, because there is something a distinction to make. We have a right to our reputation. And some things we can do and are just private, that are unknown, or maybe belong to a previous life, or are secret, by themselves, they have a duty to stay where they are, secret. They are not public, they are private. And what is private should not be exposed publicly. This is why someone has built a good name by a good work, by a good virtue, and maybe one day he has made a mistake, and you know, this man has been drunk this day. But okay, it's a failure, it's a private failure, it's something that is not known. You cannot destroy the reputation of this man for something that is hidden, that is secret, that is private. If you reveal it, you commit a mortal sin, because you destroy the good name of someone unjustly, because this knowledge had to stay a private knowledge, a secret. And this is what we call detraction. Detraction is to reveal something secret, something bad about someone. Imagine someone has the esteem of everybody, is a very good person, but when he was young, he has been a bad person at a stage, but he converted, he became a very good person, and now he is owning a good reputation, and this is very precious. If you go and you look in the bin and you find that when he was young he was a drug addict, I don't know what, and now you bring that on the public, you are committing a serious mortal sin, ruining the reputation of a good person, actually. All of us, we are sinners. All of us, one day we have done something wrong, but maybe we have worked to repair it. We have worked to build again a good name through our efforts, and we have this right to enjoy this good reputation. And this is why it is a serious crime to destroy the reputation of someone using this kind of knowledge. And this is what we call detraction. Strictly, if you speak about the public, what is public? You say, okay, this politician is promoting abortion and gayism in the country. It's a very bad person. It's not detraction, because you don't reveal anything. These things are public. It's not detraction. It can be a lack of charity, because the way you speak is not very respectful, or you are not charitable, you are not trying to help the person, you are just trying to blame. It can be a lack of charity, but you don't reveal something that is secret. It's not detraction. And what we call gossip, sometimes, is if you speak about something that is already known, everybody knows this person, and you speak about this person, it's more a lack of charity than detraction when you reveal something hidden. It's not good to speak badly about people. But the mortal sin of detraction is to reveal and break the good reputation of someone Okay, it is good to build for you a good name using good works, doing what is right and making for you a good reputation. Of course, we have to do it genuinely, not a kind of hypocrisy where you try to show off something that doesn't exist in you. It's just marketing, Marketing can be something very wrong when you sell something that doesn't exist actually. Say it's the best product and it's a very bad one. But if you build a good name by doing good things genuinely, it's good. In the number 6, we can say that maybe we speak too much. We speak too often. And it's difficult to speak too much and not to sin. This is why we have to love silence. St. James says that the one who is not sinning with his tongue is a perfect man, because most of the sins committed are sins of the tongue: lying, backbiting, slander, gossip, calumny, detraction, telling of secrets, all the results of talkativeness. Let us try an experiment. For one whole day, do not speak unless absolutely necessary. But each time you would have talked, jot down what you had wanted to talk about. At the end of the day, you will see how many useless things wasteful of time, not to mention unkind or sinful things you had wanted to say. If people would only hold their tongues, how much more useful they could be. You know what is inflation? Inflation is when you print too many banknotes, you release too much money, and now the value of your money goes down because you have printed too much money. Okay? That is inflation. It is the same when you speak. The more you speak, the less what you say has value. But the less you speak, the more you think before speaking, the more you become a wise man. A wise man is a silent man. And when a wise man is opening the mouth, this is gold now. But some ladies speaking the whole day, what they say is not gold. Okay? They speak too much. There is no gold there. Let us try to contemplate the Blessed Virgin Mary. She was not speaking the whole day, blah, 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 blah. No. But when she was speaking, it was good. It was gold. And we can imitate that. We can just decide to speak a bit less and think better before to speak. And now we can even acquire also the reputation of a wise person who is speaking good things at the right time with prudence. What is an evasion? An evasion is a statement that may be interpreted in two ways. So you say something, it's not clear. And what you say can be interpreted in different ways. We are permitted to give an evasive or double meaning answer when there is no obligation to answer, and in order to conceal a secret, we have an obligation or a right to keep, and to shield ourselves or others from harm. In an evasive reply, the hearer deceives himself by his interpretation of what he hears. St. Athanasius, Bishop of Alexandria, was concealed in a vessel on the Nile when the soldier of the Emperor Julian overtook and stopped it. On their inquiring where Athanasius was, his servant replied, "He is not gone far." He said he has gone, but not far. The soldiers went on to look for him somewhere else. He didn't lie, but he gave an answer that could be interpreted in different ways. In another case, the servant answered, "I saw him going this direction." Yeah, but he was in the same boat, going this direction. He has not lied. He has made a wise answer, and now you understand it the way you want, but he has not lied. We are not supposed or expected to tell everybody our private affairs, or those of our friends or superiors. Many persons, out of carelessness or curiosity, have most irritating habit of asking very personal questions, such as where have you been, where are you going, did you have a visitor, how old are you, what is your salary, where do you get so much money, what do you do all day, what is your work now, how much did you pay for your dress, why did you leave home, etc. If we are asked indiscreet questions by such curious or ill-bred people, we have a right to give such an evasive answer as, I don't know, okay. But I don't think this is the best answer. I think it's better to be frank and say, I don't want to answer you. I know it's a bit, it's a bit rash, but that's my life, you know. Mind your business. It's better to be aligned with. If you think that this person is indiscreet, say, I don't think this question is useful. But when someone has the right to the truth, we must answer simply and openly. Such is the case in buying or selling, or in drawing up an agreement. It will be against justice if two persons about to marry were to deceive each other by evasions about money matters and other things. Sometimes we have the duty to be clear and clean and say the truth openly. And we cannot at this moment use of an evasive sentence. Because we have these evasive sentences that are socially accepted. You want to visit the boss and you are told, no, he is not here, and he is here. Is it a lie? It is something that can have two meanings. He is not here for you, he is not available. And that is what people understand actually. Because it is a kind of polite way to say something is not, to say someone is not available. But I still think we should say he is busy, he has no time for you. Sorry. Let us say the truth plainly. It's more respectful, and we express ourselves, and we respect ourselves and other people. The eighth commandment forbids lies, rash judgment, detraction, calumny, and the telling of secrets we are bound to keep. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. Wherefore put away lying and speak truth, each one with his neighbor, because we are members of one another. Just a precision, the distinction between detraction and calumny. Detraction, you reveal something true, but secret. Calumny, it's a pure lie, to harm someone. Of course, calumny is much more serious than detraction because it's even false, not even true. But it's easier to repair the calumny because you can say, sorry, I lied to you, this person never did that. It was just a lie. You can repair it. But with detraction, it's very difficult to repair a detraction because it is true, actually. You can say, yeah, it's not true. Yeah, this man, when he was young, was a drunkard. Yeah, it's true. And you cannot now repair the evil you have done, okay? Or if you want to repair that, you have to say, yes, I told you that, but you have to help him now to build again a good name. He has really changed. He's a very, very good person now. You have to, it's justice, you have to repair the injustice in detraction and calumny.
The Father and Son,